Good morning! Today we're going to talk about what types of running shoes there are and how to build your shoe lineup. I see a lot of people making these kind of videos, and that's what I wanted to do it myself because they're so complicated. There's charts, there are matrices, and my head is about to explode because it's not that complicated. It's actually only 4 types of running shoes out there, and out of that I will show you how to buy to get a proper shoe lineup. So the way I actually differentiate between the different shoes is because of weight. So the more weight a shoe has, the more cushion it has. People think stack height has something to do with it. It doesn't, because you can just fill up so much air into a foam and it has a lot of stack height, but that doesn't mean that it's well cushioned. It actually means that it can be soft, but it will collapse really fast because of the really thin cell walls inside of the foam. So I differentiate between the different shoe types depending on the weight that they have, because a heavier shoe is used for one thing by one type of people and lighter shoes are used for one thing by one type of people, and they can't be compared at all. So I see a lot of people on YouTube give bad scores because a shoe is heavy, and if you compare it to a lighter shoe, that is completely wrong because it's not supposed to be the same shoe. It's not supposed to be for the same type of people. So it's completely wrong and it annoys me a lot. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the 4 types of running shoes there are. And the first type of running shoe is the daily trainers. And daily trainers I've actually separated into 3 undercategories, subcategories, and that's because it's different for different people. So let's start in the first one, the maximum cushion shoe. This is the Saucony Triumph. It's a heavy shoe. It's a shoe made to be comfortable, and it has a lot of foam, a lot of cushion, and a lot of weight. Next up, from Saucony, just to make it comparable, is the Saucony Ride, which is a medium cushion daily trainer. This one is still a little bit comfort, but you get a little bit less weight and a little bit more responsiveness. And then you go over to the lighter interval trainers, which some people use as daily trainers as well. So this one is the Saucony Endorphin Speed. It's super light. It still has a lot of stack height, but remember what I said earlier, a lot of air as well, so it won't last as long as the 2 previous ones. This one is lighter, it's faster, it's more responsive, and it's a daily trainer for some people. Now, granted, most people go here or here, and actually these 2, if you ask Saucony Global, these 2 are actually neck and neck, while the Endorphin Speed is way down the line because not as many people can actually run in that type of shoe for the daily miles. But Lars, you just made 3 shoes into 1 category. Yes, I did, but it's not that complicated. It's really easy. It's a daily trainer and you pick what you like. I wouldn't go to the lightest one. I am heavy. I would not use the Endorphin Speed as a daily trainer. I would use this as a supplement. So it depends on what you are, because people are very different. And I see that some people can't run in this because it's too firm. And then some people can't run in this because it's too soft. And you need to find what you like. And the best way to do that is actually go into a store. I know it's kind of hard right now because of the pandemic, but that is the easiest way. And once the pandemic stops, I would urge people to actually go and try out different types of shoes, figure out what you like, figure out what type of running shoe you want. Now, most people will end up here. And then the nerds and the really lighter runners will end up here. So, next shoe, since I did 3 in 1 category, is the racing shoe. So the racing shoes are like the Vaporfly or the New Balance 1400, or in Saucony, the Type A9. It's supposed to be super light. It's supposed to be either super responsive by giving you a lot of pop in the foam, or so hard that you don't lose a lot of speed when you're landing. So it's supposed to be a perfect PR shoe where you actually go max to get the perfect PR. And you only do the racing shoe investment if you're really chasing a PR. The number third category is the racing spike, which is the one shoe you want to buy if you're doing races or doing a lot of track and field. If you're not, it's not that important. So consider that if you're going all in on track and field, or if you really want to make a really good PR on the track. And then the last category is trail. And trail shoes could be placed in the daily trainer as well. You have trail shoes that have a lot of foam that would be similar to like a Saucony Triumph, like an Ultra Tim 2, or you have the Peregrine, which is kind of a medium cushioned trail shoe, or you have the New Balance 1400 made into the New Balance Summit Unknown, which is the fantastic race trail shoe that New Balance has. I really love that one. So you can actually fit them in the different categories, but it depends on if you're actually using it in nature. So 4 categories: daily trainer, racer, spike, and trail shoe. 4 categories you should think about, and now how to set up your shoe lineup. A lot of people are biting on the hype of getting those Vaporflies or those carbon shoes. Carbon shoes could also be fitted in between the daily trainers. Like I fitted the nylon plated shoe here, Endorphin Speed, I could also put the Saucony Kinvara in the same category as the Endorphin Speed. Now, when you buy your first shoe, there's one thing you need to think about. Where am I gonna use this shoe? So first thing, am I running in forests, trails, mountains, or am I running on gravel and asphalt? If you're forest, trails, and mountains, then look for some kind of hybrid trail shoe like the Ultra Tim, something that gives a lot of cushioning but also gives grip when you're out there in the wet. If you're not running like that, but you're running on asphalt or gravel, there's no question about it. Get a daily trainer. And 90% of you guys will probably pick, as I said before, one of these two. I would also suggest going for one of these for a daily trainer. And then if you want number 2, you get the other one. That is usually what we actually say to our customers as well. And customers, remember, customers are normal people. They're not nerds that really like the super light and have built up a tolerance to run in shoes like this. So, first shoe, daily trainer. Second shoe, I would consider either a heavier or a lighter daily trainer. So these two would be really good together. So you have a lighter one and a heavier one. And then I hear people say, well, you can't run fast in those shoes. And they're wrong. You can. I had this shoe a year ago and I did 400-meter intervals in them. I could do speed workouts, I could do longer runs, I could do everything in this shoe. And I think a lot of people just bite on the hype because you don't need a lighter shoe. It's only if you can't handle a heavier shoe. Now, if you're a lighter runner, you probably might go for this one as your first daily trainer, but you don't want this one because it's a little bit too heavy. Then go for one of those lighter interval trainers as your daily driver or your second daily trainer. So that's the 2 first shoes, daily trainers. And that's because when you pack these 2 together, you get more bang for your buck because the lighter shoes collapse really fast and you actually pay almost the same price for almost all of them. And that means you come back to the brand and they get a lot of money from you. Instead of buying one of these, that will last a longer time. Now, you have 2 daily trainers. What is the next? And that depends on what you're going to use it for. If you're one of those people that just chases PRs, then go for a racing shoe. Buy the Vaporfly or the Alphafly or something fast. Maybe the Fuel Cell RC or something. Just something fast that will make you run fast. If you want to run trail, just buy a trail shoe. Then you have the perfect company for when it's muddy and for when you want to just go out in nature and have fun. If you're one of those people that just love to be on the track, then buy a spike. That's the only reason why you should ever buy a spike if you're racing or you just love the track. So I don't have either a racing shoe or a track spike, and I'm okay with that. I'm also a heavy runner, so I'm okay with having this one as my racing shoe, this one as my lighter, faster daily trainer, and this one for the ones that I want to go for a long distance, soft, comfortable cruising. From there on, you just find the type of shoe that you need. But you don't need a lot of them, because I have this one and I run 400 meter intervals in them, and I can do it in this one as well, but I'm not suffering with running in this one either. It's just about letting your body get to know the shoes in that type of way that you get stronger and adapt to the type of loads that they give. That way you can just keep on going intervals in a harder shoe, intervals in a softer shoe. You can do everything. Lighter runs in this one, lighter runs in this one, doesn't matter. So in essence, you got daily trainers and then you have the rest. You don't need a special shoe for fartlek. You don't need a special shoe for easy days. You don't need a special shoe for 400 meter intervals. You don't. You can do it in every shoe. What matters is that you get variety and you actually continue to load your body in different ways so that you can get stronger and run more. And you do that with buying more shoes as well. So that's it for this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're into running related videos. Anyways, have a great day, have a fantastic run, and I'll see you next time. Bye.